On our last cruise, embarkation day was a nightmare. So when we got home, I knew I had to come up with a better way. In this video, I'm going to share with you my plan on how to make embarkation day for you and me smoother and stress-free. I realized after thinking about it that bad embarkation day was mostly my fault. It's all about preparation. There are 6 key things that you can do before embarkation day to make it successful. The first thing you want to do is you want to budget to get to the port the day before. On our first cruise, we didn't know any better. We took a flight from LA that left at 6 a.m. Well, in LA, that means you gotta get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to drive to LAX to park and then take a bus to get to the airport. All this ended up, everything did work out even though we're stressed. Is the plane gonna get there on time? It got there on time. We got to the port terminal on time. Everything worked out, except we were really tired. So when sail away came, nope, we didn't want to participate. We just wanted to go take a nap. Fly in the day before. Second, you want to book the earliest embarkation time that you can. That way you get on the ship, you can eat lunch on the ship, you can start enjoying your cruise, because after all, day 1 of your cruise is embarkation day. Third, you're going to want to download the app while you're in good Wi-Fi. So either do it at home, which you probably want to so that you can do all your check-ins on your phone. You also can book your specialty dining, your spa treatments, your excursions. All that happens in the app. So you want to make sure that you get that app on your phone because you're going to need it throughout your whole experience. Fourth, you want to check what documentation you need. This became crucial information as we tried to embark the ship just on my last cruise. So 3 of the people in our party had passports. 1 had a passport card. So we get to the front of the line and the port agent comes over and she says, "Do you have your passport with you?" to the person with the passport card. He said, "No, I don't." She said, "Well, how do you plan to get home?" "Well, we're going to fly home from Vancouver, Canada." She says, "Nope, you cannot. Your passport card is not good for international flight. It's good for land and it's good for sea, but it's not good for air. You can't fly with a passport card internationally." So then that first day was spent trying to figure out how we're going to get the 2 people from the party from Vancouver into the United States by land so they could fly home from there. It ended up costing about $500 and kind of messed up our first embarkation day. So that is something you want to make sure that you avoid. Here's something to know that you have to avoid as well. Your passports have to be good for 6 months after your date of return. So whatever your passport date is, book it out 6 months after that, and that's how current your passport actually has to be in order for you to get on the ship. Fifth, book everything that you can before you get on the cruise. Things like the drink package, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, and excursions. If you book them before the cruise, they'll be less expensive and you won't be spending your first day taking care of that business. You can just have fun and explore the ship. When you're packing, you are going to carry on a few items on the ship. Most of your luggage is going to be taken from you by porters. You want to keep some things close. So I carry 2 things. I carry a fanny pack and a backpack. Whether you use a fanny pack or a purse, these are the items that you want to keep as close to you as possible. So personally, I put my sunglasses in there. I have my phone. I have my passports, the number 1 thing that you need when you go on a cruise. And I do like to bring cash for tipping. I also like to bring a backpack. This one happens to be a waterproof one, so it's nice, like especially if you're going someplace like Alaska where it rains a lot. Next, you'll want to bring any medications for sure. If you're bringing a camera other than your phone, you might want to pack that in that day bag. I like to bring water. I like these water bottles because once you've drank it all, you can pull them down small. See, that's nice. I like to bring any device charging cords in that bag. And then any paperwork that you have. I print out my boarding passes just so that I have them. And then luggage tags go in these protective holders. So I always purchase these protective holders. I'll have everything linked in the description below. And then, of course, you always want to pack some snacks, which might include some cookies. That's what you want to make sure you include. These are some items you do not want to include. You do not want to pack a surge protected power bar. That would be taken confiscated. You're not allowed to have those on the ship. You are allowed some wine on the ship and champagne, but you want to make sure that you check and you only bring the allotted amount. Depending upon the cruise, it's going to be a different amount. A successful embarkation day doesn't just mean getting yourself on the cruise. It also means setting yourself up for your entire cruise, which is what's coming up next. On my first cruise, I rushed around with excitement, checking everything out that first day. But there is a better way. It's better to set everything up on that first day to make sure that the whole cruise goes smoothly. First, go to your cabin and give it a once-over. Are the beds arranged correctly? Does everything work properly, like the lights, air conditioning, and the safe? Does the cabin have what you like? For example, do you need to request a mattress topper, or softer pillows, or a bathrobe? This way you know what to ask the cabin steward or guest services to adjust, fix, or change. Now's the time to meet your cabin steward before they get busy with other guests. You can give them the list of items that you need adjusted. And then this is also the time to put things in the safe. So what I like to do, this is a pro tip, bring a gallon-sized Ziploc baggie, put everything that's gonna be in the safe in that baggie and put it into the safe. That way, when it's time to leave, everything comes out of the safe in one place. Here's another pro tip. Now's the time to take photos and videos of your cabin. It's never gonna look that nice. Neat and tidy again. Your daily planner is gonna already be in your room. So now's the time to check out your daily planner, or it'll be on your app, to see what restaurants are available for lunch on that embarkation day. I personally avoid the buffet because it gets really crowded, and I often just head up to there's always a grill next to the pool. So that's a good place. Just pick up a burger or hot dogs for lunch. One more thing before you leave your cabin is you want to make sure that you watch the e-muster drill on the television or on your phone and head over to your muster station and get checked in. After lunch, it's a good idea to head to the main dining room if you don't already have your dinner reservations set up. On our next cruise, we don't have them set up yet, so I tried on the phone to get a time that we liked. Nope, there was nothing available. I called, and then the woman on the phone, she just kept giving me the times on the app, and I'm like, so are you just seeing what's on the app? She says yes. So on that sailing on Princess, they reserve 50% of the dining times, and the rest you have to do on the ship. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head to the main dining room, talk to the maitre d', tell them what the situation is, what time we want to eat, and see what we can do about getting a more permanent time. Before sailing away, put your phone on airplane mode. The last thing you want are the huge roaming fees that go along with having it not on airplane mode. Set your time manually to the ship's time on your phone, and then third, you can go to the ship's Wi-Fi. Whether you pay for Wi-Fi or not, you have access to ship's Wi-Fi for things like your dining times, your daily schedule. So that's what you want to do next. Another thing to do after lunch is, if you have kids, head over to the kids club and sign them up. It may sound like a lot to do on the first day to get things going, but it really does help to make things go smoothly. Great job, go explore the ship, and then there's a few more tips to help you end the day strong. You want to go to the sail away party. It's a great way to start meeting the entertainment staff. And it's so different on the different ships, so I always find it very interesting to see how each ship does their sail away. And you also get to see some of the passengers that are going to be sailing with you. Wonder how to schedule your evening? Here's one suggestion. You might eat dinner early, say 5:30. Dinner in the main dining room takes about an hour and a half. Then head over to, if there's trivia or a game show or live music, it's a good time to do that. That's usually around 7:30. After that, you can head to the production shows or the comedians in the main theater. In this video, I shared what to put in your embarkation day bag. But if you want to know what to pack for the rest of your cruise so you don't forget a thing, watch this video next. Happy sailing!